Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Bearded Lumber. We greatly appreciate you tuning in. As you can see, we're standing in front of our kiln this morning. If you don't know, we have a Wood-Mizer KD250 kiln package. Of course, we built the box and everything for it, but got a little issue we're going to work on today. Been 14 months, thereabouts, been running it trouble-free. Well, things happen, so hang on, we'll be right back. Okay guys, thanks for hanging in there. Like I said, we've run this kiln September, yeah, it's about 14 months, trouble-free. Just run. A few little issues with the box we've worked on. We've covered those. If you go back and watch some of the tag videos in our kiln series. But as I was running this last cycle, fan number 4, if you go from my left side, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fan number 4 started making a bad racket. Now, it had been making a little racket for a while, and it got bad. I turned it off, tried to turn it back on. It would not come. It wouldn't even cycle back on. And while the kiln was running and that fan was off, I went in there and literally grabbed the fan, and I could shake it. The bearing went out in it. I don't know if it's catastrophic yet or not. We'll find out once we get the kiln unloaded this morning. Now, I do have a spare motor, so that's a good thing. But I'm also going to check the other 5 fans and make sure I don't have any other ones where the bearing's going out. If I do, I'd rather change it now before it, catastrophically destroys the motor. So, I like to tell you all the time, guys, we keep it real. This is what happens. I don't film everything we saw because a lot of it could be boring. But anytime it's something out of the ordinary or something that really excites me, as far as sawing, we'll definitely try to film it. But this is just real world. Things break, you got to fix it. Like I say, fortunately, I got a spare motor, and we have 6, and you can run this kiln with 2 or 3 if you wanted to. It'll slow down your efficiency a little bit, but you could continue to run while you waited on spare parts. The worst thing about this is you really need to be able to access both sides. So the fan comes off the front side, but the motor comes out the back. So you really need to be able to get in there today while it's empty and pull the fan off of it, then unwire the motor and pull the motor out of the back, rewire the other one, stick it back in, put the fan on, check it, you're ready to go. So that's what we're doing. Got a beautiful stack of white pine here. If you're following along, it's probably after that video series where we're running some nickel gap. That's what this is going to become. But we appreciate you watching, and we're going to get this out of here, and then we'll come back to it. Okay guys, we're back. We got all that wood out of the kiln. We got our air dam lowered down to where we can get to fan number 4. And let me get you a little closer, show you why we're replacing it. Okay. Here's the fan. Let's see. You hear the movement in it. This one, it don't have any movement. It's the rear bearing that's went out. It's not the front one, but the one in the rear of the motor. Yeah. And it's, yeah. It might be repairable. We'll get it out of here and get a new one in, get the kiln up and running, and we'll take that one apart and diagnose it. It is a brand name. It's a ball door. So I can buy a replacement motor. If it's just bearings, I can buy replacement bearings. So we'll get it apart and diagnose it. But give us a minute, round up our tools, and we're going to yank it out of there. Thing's about to take a trip. Ain't gonna like the ending.
I really don't want to have to use a puller to get this thing off of here.
Grab the end of the fans and just wiggle.
Just
wiggle. Any movement?
No. Nope. Come on. Been tight the entire way. There's one. There it goes. And that's not supposed to come off. I don't know, it's sticky. There. I was laughing at everything.
Okay, guys. That was more aggravating than it should have been because the fan wouldn't come off and we didn't want to be too hard on it. So we unwired it and just pulled it out the front. We won't put it back in that way. We'll get the motor mounted, and the last thing we'll do is put the fan on. But whew, we got it out, so let's move on to the next step. Okay, guys, get you over here real close. One of these days I'll get a microphone, but if you listen real close, you can hear it. It's got a bearing that's seized up in it, so let's get it swapped out. Here's its replacement. Okay, guys, we got everything. We got the fan off. I don't know why it was being so aggravating, but we got it off and got the new motor ready to go in. Actually tore the other one apart. It's repairable. Just needs a set of bearings in it. We'll get those ordered and put it back in the spare parts inventory. That works so much better.
One of them is going to be tight the whole way. Unless we get lucky. Nope. Got one.
probably already tightened up to get the fan on there, so it has a little. I ain't got much.
Ain't got much. That one, I don't know if it's on. Yeah, that was on right direction. For some reason, that one's tight the whole way. It's not cross threaded or anything. So.
Local manufacturing process. It went through over on the other side of the world.
Do we have any of that soap on? No. I don't know if it'd help at all anymore.
Oh, come on. It's neutral.
No. Why it took me so long to get the motor loose.
All tools and wire nuts.
Okay. Yes, it's up here. Alright, we got it all wired up, got it all installed. We're gonna turn it on and give it a test real quick. Go ahead. There you go. That's much better than what it was.
Okay, guys, that was successful. We got it changed. Fortunately, we had a spare motor sitting here. Too busy to do it right this second, but I got the bearing. We'll look up, order a handful of these, because we'll repair the one that's messed up and have some extras for the next one that starts acting up. Because if one part's failing, it'll probably fail again.
We got another one up here that's already starting to fail.
Yeah, number 3 fan, it's got a little play in it, so we'll get it changed real soon. But got to have spare parts laying around, guys. Like I say, if I got 6 motors and one of them's already eat a bearing, that means 5 more will be probably on their way sooner or later, unless this one just had a manufacturing issue. But you can hear the volume. I know you can't feel it, but I can stand here. I can feel the volume of air that thing puts out. So they're well needed. It is another reason to have more than you need. If I had to wait a month to get a motor, we could easily run this with 5 fans. It wouldn't be any problem. Typically on hardwoods, I like to run them all to keep the great volume of air flowing. When we're doing softwoods, I don't mind running 2 or 3 fans just to slow down the airflow, because with this box, I can raise the temperature too much and have the airflow too high, and I can pull out more water than the condensing unit can evacuate. So with pine, I'm normally starting off kind of slow, pushing it right up to that 30 gallons a day maximum. And I can increase that by raising the temperature and raising the fan volume. So I use fans on and off as well as temperature to maintain that as we're first getting started. I hope that helps, guys. This is real world. Things break. You got to fix them. You got to have the knowledge. We didn't go into the wiring of that. If you don't know how to wire it, please hire a licensed electrician. Matthew and I are very confident in the wiring process, but we're not here to teach you wiring. That's something you need to learn on your own or hire a professional. That's going to do it for today, guys. Sorry it wasn't solid, but this is what we had to get done. We got to get this kiln loaded up, and we're going to do our part today. We're going to go vote. If you hadn't voted, it's probably too late by now when you see this video, but I hope you got out and voted. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.